No more 10-year multiple visas for Jamaicans going to Canada. Two earthquakes rock the island. Police kill three alleged gunmen in East Kingston. Kingston College whipped Tivoli Comprehensive 5-0 in Manning Cup action. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. For all Jamaicans who travel to and fro to Canada and enjoy a 10-year multiple visa, this information is for you. By changing its tourist visa regulations, Canada has stopped issuing default 10-year multiple entry visas, and those who frequently travel for business or pleasure may now have to deal with higher application fees and shorter term permits as a result of the move. This will provide immigration officials greater latitude in deciding whether to grant shorter visas in light of each applicant's unique evaluation. And the new approach, however, would evaluate each traveler and determine whether a single entry or multiple entry visa should be granted depending on necessity. And depending on the particular circumstances, the duration may also change. Meanwhile, Canadian authorities said on Friday they are on high alert with all eyes on the United States border as the country braces for a possible influx of migrants. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has promised the largest mass deportation in American history, accusing immigrants of poisoning the blood of his country. And during his first presidential term from 2017 to 2021, tens of thousands of migrants, including Haitians stripped of U.S. protection, fled north to Canada. Royal Canadian Mounted Police spokesman Sergeant Charles Poirier said all eyes are looking at the border to see what's going to happen because of Trump's stance on immigration, which might drive up illegal and irregular migrations to Canada. Over in Jamaica, two earthquakes rocked Jamaica yesterday as the frequency have now become a weekly feature. The first one, a 5.6 magnitude, occurred at 10:50 a.m. and the second hit about 11:50 a.m. with a stronger 6.5 on the Richter scale, and it was reportedly felt across several parishes. In an effort to reduce crime, Manchester police have increased their presence in the town of Mandeville. The Jamaica Defence Force provided support for the operation, and it comes after a fatal shooting in the Mandeville Market district that left 2 people dead and 5 injured. And it's believed that many rounds of ammunition were found at a bus park as a result of this operation. No arrests have been reported in relation to the discovery. And as Christmas draws near, the police vow that they will keep up their efforts in Manchester. A man who was reporting at the Savlamar police station as a condition of his bail for firearm-related charges has been charged again under the new Firearms Act. According to detectives on Tuesday, 25-year-old Ronaldo Richards was arrested at the police station after he was implicated in a shooting incident in the parish on Friday, September 6. And it's alleged that Richards opened gunfire at a taxi as it picked up passengers in Bastard Cedar Walk, Petersfield in Westmoreland. 2 persons were shot in that incident, including a schoolgirl. Richards is now charged with 2 counts of wounding with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, and using a firearm to commit a felony. He was previously charged with unauthorized possession of ammunition. A farmer who was arrested after being charged with intentionally hurting someone and using a handgun to commit a felony is now facing additional legal issues. Following an incident in Backwood in Pimento Hall in Germantown in St. James, Lico Maxwell, 29, a farmer from Flamstead in St. James, is being charged with new offenses. According to a police statement from the Constabulary Communications Network, Maxwell is currently facing 4 charges of intentionally injuring and 2 counts of murder. According to reports on Sunday, October 9th, in 2022 at about 5 p.m., a group of men were seated in a store in the neighborhood of Backwoods when armed men traveling in a car stopped and opened fire on the persons in the shop, injuring multiple persons before escaping in the area in the said motor car. The police were summoned, and upon their arrival, several persons were seen with multiple gunshot wounds. A member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is now being treated at hospital after he was shot in Portmore, St. Catherine last Thursday night. Investigators said at about 9:45 p.m., residents along Fraser's Avenue in Bridgeport heard gunfire. Residents said they then heard someone crying out for help, and when they responded, they found the police sergeant with multiple bullet wounds. He was rushed to hospital where he was admitted in serious condition. The Greater Portmore Police and the Major Investigation Division have now launched a search for the suspects behind that shooting. 3 men were fatally shot Sunday morning during a reported armed confrontation with police personnel assigned to the Eastern Kingston Division. Police have now identified the 3. They are O'Shane Stubbs, otherwise known as Moonhead, a laborer, Keshawn Smith, also called Bimmers, a delivery man, and Avanda Campbell, a car washer. All 3 men were from Rockford in East Kingston. According to the police, officers were on patrol in Rockford shortly after 2 a.m. yesterday when they stopped to use an automated banking machine. And it's alleged that while there, three armed men fired upon the officers who returned gunfire, hitting the men. The suspects were then taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. Two firearms were seized from their bodies. On to sports, we're going to start with cricket. The West Indies went down by 8 wickets to England in the first T20 International, a day-night encounter at the Kensington Oval in Barbados on Saturday evening. Chasing 183 for victory, England were led by an unbeaten century from Phil Salt as they cantered to 183 for 2 in just 16.5 overs. Salt blasted an unbeaten 103 off 54 balls with 9 fours and 6 sixes. Earlier, the West Indies recovered from a precarious 18 for 3 to post 182 for 9 after being sent to bat. Nicholas Pooran top scored with 38 while Romario Shepherd made 35, Godash Putty 33 and Andre Russell 30. On to schoolboy football, Glenmore High looks to be the firm favorite for this year's Da Costa Cup as they came from 3-1 down at halftime to beat Frome Technical 4-3 at home in Group A quarterfinal round actions on Saturday. Goals from Wayne Mullings, Stevan Spence, and Clinton Beckford had Frome in the driver's seat with only a one-goal penalty from Conroy Nicely in the 18th minute for Glenmore. However, the second half belonged to Glenmore as Orion Watson put in a giant performance with a hat-trick, allowing his team to win 4-3. In the group's other game, St. Elizabeth Technical and Magrat High ended 1-1. Jim Mitchell had Magrat in front from as early as the 25th minute. However, Stets hit back in the 64th minute through Justin McPherson to earn a point as the two cancelled each other out. And in the final game of the day, Central and Garvey Maceo played to a 2-all draw. While on Friday, Monroe College and Ocho Rios played out a tame 1-1 draw. And all the teams in Group 2, Monroe, Ocho Rios, Central, and Garvey Maceo are on 1 point. And the round will continue tomorrow and Wednesday and end on Saturday. While in Manning Cup on Friday, defending champions Mona and Jamaica College played to an exciting 1-all draw. In the second match of the doubleheader, Kingston College totally destroyed Tivoli Gardens, whipping them 5-0, while St. Catherine whipped Campion College 2-0 at Spanish Town Prison Oval. On Saturday, there was one game which saw Excelsior and Heidel playing to a 1-all draw. On to Premier League, Cavaliers were 2-1 winners over Vere United. Montego Bay edged Dunbeholden 2-1. Portmore were 1-0 winners over Humble Lions. Mount Pleasant whipped Harborview 3-1, while Racing United edged Chapelton Maroons 1-0. And if you missed the news on this radio station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted in YouTube. Listen, like, share, subscribe to keep us going. That's news and sports on your favorite radio station. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.